Now it is the time to learn about another access modifier which is called protected. Well, in the previous video we have seen the notion of public and private in the context of inheritance. Now let me introduce these protected members. So just like the public and private, you can modify the access of either a data member or a method member to protected by using this protected keyword in the beginning. So whenever you are using this protected keyword before the data member or the method member, then it can be accessed from the child class actually. So protected means it can be inherited, and the data member or this method member can be with protected access modifier can be accessed from the child. But so what is the difference between protected and public? Public member can be accessed from anywhere, whereas protected member can only be accessed from the child class of the parent. So for example, BMW car is the parent class. It has a protected data member called this first manufacturer ID BMW 1234, and since this BMW 320 extends this BMW car over here, it can access these protected member of child class, and that is why you won't get any error over here, and you can access these first manufacturer ID like this in here, like the way you have done when you changed it to public. But as I told, protected members can be accessed only from the child. So what does that mean is, let's say I have a class called, let's say, Mercedes SLK, which is basically an entirely different class, and you do not extend this BMW car at all, because this is a Mercedes car. And whenever it is an entirely different class, if you try to access the protected member over here, you cannot access it. If it was public instead of protected, you could access it inside this Mercedes SLK class, but if it is just protected, you cannot access it inside this Mercedes SLK. So there are three different things. So in order to summarize, just this private means it has the access. So let's say access inside the class itself, and public means anywhere, and protected member means you can access it either inside the class or its child. So this is the summary of all these three access modifier. Private members means you can access it only inside the class, cannot even access it cannot be inherited even. Public means you can access it from anywhere, doesn't need to be inherit or anything like that, you can access it from anywhere. And protected means it is just protected by the inheritance, protected by the family or something like that. You can access it either inside the class or its child class, but nowhere else.